Alright, how you guys doing today? Today's story is coming from r/confession. I burned my best friend's biology writing book because she cursed me. I wasn't really good at studies back then, but I always completed my notes in school, and my handwriting was overall pretty well. On the other hand, my best friend who was always seated next to me was a good student, always got good grades, but she didn't complete her notes in class. She'd either write very slowly or fiddle around with something. When I asked her about it, she said she'd ask for someone else's book and complete it later. Even though I rarely studied at home or did my homework, when I was packing my bag, some of my books were missing. But when I went to school, the book was there in my bag to write the notes. This was a frequent thing, but I think I was too stupid to notice until later and found out what was actually happening. So one day, my bestie was tilting her chair backwards as she normally would, and I looked back to find out that she was slowly either taking or leaving my biology writing book in my bag. She was caught red-handed. So I confronted her and asked if she had been stealing my books and taking them home. Apparently, she had been taking them to complete her notes. When I told her she shouldn't have done that because I needed my books to study and do my homework, she said something along the lines of, "It's not like you use your books to study anyway." I was so angry. Yes, I don't study or do my homework, but that's none of her business, and she surely shouldn't be doing what she was doing. She could have just asked if she wanted my books. So, on a fine day, I stole a biology writing book, which was almost over and filled with beautifully written and completed notes. I'm pretty sure that she knew it was me. But my initial intention with the book was to only keep it in her school bag. My only intention with the book was to keep it in her school bag after a week. First, she confronted me, but I denied ever taking her book. Then she started cursing the person who took her book with me. And one day during that week, she looked into my eyes and said that she worked hard on completing her book, and the person who took her book must be cursed and struck by lightning. Since I was cursed anyway at that, I went home and waited for the moment that everyone at home lost their interest in me, and then burned her biology writing book. The relief, the guilt, the courage, the satisfaction all came rushing in at once. But there was one thing I couldn't do for sure. I could never return that book to her. This was a while before our ordinary level examination, and she never found her book, so she had to write and complete the whole book again, to which she said that she was grateful to the person who took her book because she was able to study again while writing the notes. While this might have been true, she probably said that to make me feel guilty. But to be honest, I did feel guilty for burning her book at times. But I kind of didn't care much either because I felt like I didn't do anything wrong and she deserved it. FYI, this happened at a time where I was very innocent and didn't even think of stealing anyone from anyone. And then edit, this was 16 years ago and I was 13 back then and quite immature. At this point in my life, I found it funny that I burned a book because somebody cursed me. Alright, and that'll be the end of the story. Hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day. Peace.